Hi guys, Luckfog here, and welcome to another FIFA 20 video. And today we're taking a look at the new 4-leaf clover, or however you pronounce it, SBC. This is going to be a guide on how to complete this SBC. What I should mention is by the title of the video and what I'll be talking about in the video, so no one can accuse me of clickbaiting. This is not a video on how to do it for the cheapest price. No one knows as of yet how you can do it for the cheapest price, because the prices to do the SBC are fluctuating so much at the moment, and some of the SBCs are pretty expensive, but thankfully at least EA have added more to the advanced SBC, so you don't have to rush into doing the SBC, because you've got it to do between now and effectively the end of FIFA, before FIFA 21 comes out. And hopefully I can just give you guys some entertainment right now, and keep giving you the one video per day to try and, you know, for a few minutes, just give you guys some entertainment from away from all the crazy things going on right now in this world. And I mean myself, I got to a point right now where I am going to decide not to even look at the news anymore, because it's too much for me, to be quite honest, in my honest opinion. So anyway, going to try and cheer myself up a little bit and focus on this SBC. Now I won't be completing this SBC, but I have like completed them all, if that makes sense, like concepts and stuff, so you can kind of get like an idea of some of the combinations to be able to complete the SBC. And of course, you get yourself a rare mega pack for doing the SBC, as well as 4 other packs for completing the 4 other segments to the SBC. And the first one is pretty expensive. I actually sold my Shamrock player for like 4,500 coins, and that is one of the players that you do need to put into the first SBC. Now, some of the cheaper ones, you can just put a bronze player from Shamrock into this one. So for example, like the right back here, for example, is one of the more affordable ones that you can actually buy at the moment. And even then, he's still like 5,500 coins, maybe a little bit cheaper than that. Now I think the prices are maybe starting to come down a little bit for these cards, but even so, he is one of the more cheaper players that you can actually buy from Shamrock at the moment. And then in general, all you need for the rest of this one is pretty much just bronze players with a few rare ones, or one with like a few players there. You can go for like a challenge from the Calcio B or something like that. You know, just go like the Austrian, like, you know, players like this don't cost much at all. You know, this guy here, for example, from Austria, will probably cost you 200 coins. There you go. Now, obviously, you do need 3 rare players from this. You have got players like this. I went for 3 players, I think, from Italy that were rare. This guy doesn't cost too much. He's a rare player, 250 coins. Link him up with, for example, this dude here, the 73 rated guy here, also from the Calcio B, and he isn't going to cost you like loads of coins. Say they're 700, not too bad. Again, sometimes it's not like rushing into buying these cards. It's like kind of trying to snipe them and just keep refreshing the market. So it's not an SBC that you can complete like in 10 minutes. You might have to take like a little while to complete the SBC, but even so, something like this wouldn't actually cost too much. And in return for this pack, you do actually get yourself a mixed players pack, which actually isn't too great, to be quite honest, but the other packs I do believe are pretty decent. Like for example, the second one here, the Green Nations SBC, you get a premium mixed players pack, which isn't too bad, and this is all focused around the Republic of Ireland. Well, to be quite honest, the whole SBC in general is mainly focused around the Irish and stuff, but this one was both either a full Northern Ireland team or a full Republic of Ireland team, but you had to have the 2 nations in there. So you know, 10 players from Republic of Ireland and 1 Northern, or 10 Northern and 1 Southern. It's better to do all the Southern first, because there's just more Southern players in general, especially with the fact that you need 5 silver players. There aren't that many silvers who are from Northern Ireland at all, actually, to be honest. So you're better off kind of buying some of these guys here. You know, you got one there from Luton, Fleetwood and stuff like that as well. And obviously you do need some rare players as well at the same time. So get the rare players that aren't silver. The rare players that you want to buy this team need to be the bronze ones. So for example, like this guy from Gillingham, I believe this was actually, was this a rare card? No, that was just a silver common from Bradford there. Rare players like the 61 rated guy from Rochdale, the 59 rated centre back, I believe was a rare. Actually, he was a common. What about the right, there we go, 61 rated striker there. That's rare, because obviously you need the 5 rare players for this one as well. So try and buy the bronze ones mainly in this team as the rare players, and just the silver ones, try to get them as commons, just to lower that price a little bit down for you know, for that particular segment of the SBC. Then you got stuff like the Celtic Knot here. Now these 2 SBCs aren't too bad, because they require gold players. The first 2 ones are actually going to cost you more, because they're more focused around silver and bronze players, which typically aren't packed as much, and therefore their prices will be higher. That's not so much the case with these SBCs. So for example, this one is pretty much like a full gold team, so it's all about kind of building, like, you go with 11 different nationalities, as well as 5 different leagues. So what you do is you go for 1 league down the left hand side, as I've done here with the Argentine league, and I've gone with, you don't even have to have like a left back, you can have like a centre back there, because you only need 75 chemistry, and I've actually gone up to 84 chemistry right there. So you can even get like a centre back, for example. You don't have to go for the right back. They can go for like a centre back maybe from Club Brugge. So I did go with Fenerbahce here in the defense. You know that you don't want to go with the major leagues here. As you can see, I've gone with off leagues. I've gone with the Belgian Pro League. I've gone with the Argentine League and the Turkish League. And obviously you just go with two randoms in the striker and the cam position. You know, this guy in the MLS costs like 750 coins. He's one of the cheapest trades you can buy off the market. You know, and Podolski isn't too much either from the J1 League. You know, other small leagues you can do at the same time. You can try like the for example, like the Ukrainian League. They got like a few goal players. You can try the CSL League and stuff like that as well. Don't go with major leagues this one. Obviously, if you've got major leagues already in your club and you can afford to do it, then yeah, by all means go for it. But if you're starting from scratch, try to buy players for like this particular segment of the SBC. Try to buy them from off leagues because it will work out at being cheaper. And then the final one is Rainbow's End, which again is pretty much all around goal players in general. As you can see here, so with this one, it was all about having two nationalities, and then players from the same nation is 6. So I separated between Argentine and English. Now the one with this SBC is that although you can do it, you've got to kind of go with the Sancho, otherwise you won't get the team rating. You could try Lookman, who's 76 rated, but you can't. Unfortunately, he would only give you a 79 rated team. And to be honest, Lookman from the Bundesliga is still just as expensive as Bandit's 84 rated Sancho. And to be fair, in return, you get a prime gold players pack for completing this SBC. So although Sancho may cost you like 5,000 coins, in the grand scheme of things, you're pretty much guaranteed to at least make that money back, even if you don't really get anything in the pack itself. It's all about trying to do it for a bit of profit, and even if you're having to like buy someone like an 84 Sancho, it's not going to be like that much at all. You may as well just go and buy him and complete the SBC because that's just the best way to do it, and you're at least very likely to break even from doing the SBC, just purely because of the good packs that obviously are available. And for those last two SBCs I did mention there, you just have a Rare Electron Players Pack, genuinely one of the best packs in the game, and then the Prime Gold Players Pack as well, which is obviously pretty decent. And obviously to complete the whole thing, you get yourself the Rare Mega Pack. Now, do I think this SBC is worth doing? Well, I don't think it's worth doing right this second, unless you got everything in the club, or you just have to buy like a few players here and there. You don't have to rush into doing this. Obviously, typically when advanced SBCs, we saw the exact same with the other SBC, the National Pride one, which you need to try and get around to do at some point. When that got initially released, there was so much hype around it. You know, people wanted to try and get those packs. There was just so much hype, and obviously the price was so much higher. Since then, the price has gone down considerably for the National Pride SBC, and it's the exact same is bound to happen for the new 4-leaf Clover SBC as well. So yeah, if you've got everything already in the club and you just have to buy a few players, then by all means go and do it now. But if you've already got nothing in your club, you can just prepare to grind towards it by doing like upgrade packs or just playing the game in general. You know, it's something that it's not like you have 7 days to do the SBC. You got like, you know, months on end, and then maybe you're in self-isolation right now. Maybe you can spend all your time trying to do that and stuff. But yeah, you know, it's an SBC that of course I recommend doing it at some point. It's just don't do it for stupid amounts of money, especially buying the silvers and bronze cards. Don't be spending thousands of coin on them. It's okay to buy maybe like a 1,000 or 2,000 coin player here and there and stuff to like complete the SBC. But on the whole, just keep refreshing the market, and eventually cards will come up for a good affordable price, and you're just gonna have to try and snipe them. And actually, it's a lot more easier than what you would think it would actually be. And obviously, in return, you do get some some really good packs. So that's pretty much all the content for today, guys. I will not be reviewing any of the new Team of the Week moments purely because none of them interest me at all, to be quite honest. So yeah, who knows? There might be another SBC that might come out tomorrow, guys. But I'm gonna try and keep you guys, try to entertain you guys throughout everything that's going on right now, with at least one video a day, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. And yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing good wherever you are in the world. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.